everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Scardino. On Sunday, July the 23rd, there was a new moon in Leo that sets off a new monthly cycle. But coming out of Cancer the previous month, which was more domestic, self-protective, sensitive, emotional, in general, the Cancer energy wants to stay closer to home and family. Now we're jump-starting into a new vibration of Leo, and Leo wants to be in the spotlight, more outgoing, more festive. Everybody is going to respond to it differently. It just depends on where Leo falls in your individual horoscope. But the energy is going to be more extroverted in relationship to the previous, which was more introverted. Cancer was more sensitive, emotional. That Leo is more outgoing and dynamic. So you're going to be feeling this shift of energy this weekend, this past Sunday, as we go into Monday, July the 24th. Now this is an important day because Mercury, communication Mercury, is going to be excellent with liberating Uranus. You're open to new ideas, you're thinking out of the box, you're making exciting sudden decisions, but be careful, because Venus, the planet of relationships, is going to be in opposition or confrontation with restricted Saturn. Now this could go in a couple of different directions. With personal relationships, it may be so difficult for you, or you're feeling like you can't talk to the person, you've hit a wall, there's no common ground, because Venus wants to find balance. But the Saturn in opposition is more cold and detached. But at the same time, communication Mercury is great with Uranus. On one hand, you're at this stalemate, you can't figure out what to do, should you just leave this person? And then you start coming up with other options. Maybe you have to hit rock bottom before you can have a different perspective and come up with a different option. The worst case scenario is that this is too hard and you just want to be free of it and leave. Now the Venus-Saturn can also be dealing with financial transactions, where you may also be feeling really blocked, worried about any kind of financial negotiations. And again, the Mercury-Uranus at the same time, where you're feeling really stuck or feeling really worried about the outcome, boom, you get this unexpected insight, get some this new perspective, these new ideas, so you can start moving things along. So whether it's personal relationships or professional relationship, it may start off kind of sluggish and worried some, but then there's this a new outlook, a new perspective that can move things along. By Wednesday, the Sun in Leo is crossing over and putting its spotlight on high energy Mars. And Mars likes being in fiery Leo anyhow. So on the positive, that Sun-Mars on Wednesday is a day of high activity, could be even great for sports and competition. You could be feeling this courage to really go on an adventure, but you might be more inclined to be very impatient, very impulsive, a little bit reckless. This can be favorable energy if you take it out of the ego and you breathe and think before you impulsively act. By Sunday, this social pleasure-seeking Venus is going to be in harmony with Uranus. Uranus, when it deals with relationship, deals with friendships, group activities, group events. So maybe Saturday night, certainly into Sunday. This is some real favorable energy for socializing, maybe making new friends, joining, attending a large gathering, a big social event. So whether you're just hanging out with friends or making new friends, it's a very enjoyable time. And that goes along with this whole week, starting from Sunday the 23rd, as you're moving into this new monthly lunar cycle, which tends to be overall more festive and outgoing. And by Sunday, there might be, or Saturday, Sunday, it might be a good weekend that you're invited to a party, a wedding, or just a gathering. So overall, it's a pretty good week, a lot of high energy, a lot of new enthusiasm. Monday, they might have to recalculate and breathe before making any rash decisions, but I think you can break through the impasse, whether it's business and or personal. Before I tune off or sign off, I want to remind you again that I'm available for the one question offer for a nominal fee. If you watching it at the Astrology Answers channel or even at the YouTube channel, you can scroll down the description area and you can find a direct link so you can sign up to ask a question to me directly. Please, if you remember, in the box where you're putting in your question, put in your birth information again with a time, even approximate time, and the city and the state or country. Very important information so I can give you the most accurate predictions. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next week for my next segment. Until then, have a great week.